So let's get some guests on. Later, we'll get into the festive spirit with our favourite crooner, Mr. Michael Bublé will be joining us. And we'll have a special performance from British rock superstars Coldplay. All of them, they're going to be here. But first, we've got two stars from the new Brit gangster flick, The Gentleman. One is the quintessentially British actor who went global after 4 weddings, and the other is the cool American dude turned Oscar winner. Please welcome Hugh Grant and Matthew McConaughey. Stars of the new film version of Cats. One is the powerhouse singer and actress who won an Oscar for her breakout role in Dreamgirls. The other is British acting royalty with an Oscar, 10 BAFTAs, 2 Golden Globes and a Tony to her name. Please give a warm welcome to Jennifer Hudson and Dame Judi Dench. I like Jennifer, but I thought it was all about Judi. It is obviously all about Judi. Yeah, it's always all about Judi, but yeah, welcome to the rest of you. But now, if anybody, obviously you've got drinks and things, but should anyone want to top up, what could be more delicious, ladies and gentlemen, than a refreshing glass of, where's the title? Here it is, Dame Judi Quench. Quench? Yes. Dame Judi Quench, you have your own beer now.
Yorkshire beer.
Is it Yorkshire beer?
I think you'll find so.
Yes. Have you tasted yourself?
No.
You have?
But I will.
I've got a picture of you drinking yourself. There you are. You're loving yourself.
I was pretending.
Oh, OK. Do you want a little bit?
Why not?
You want? Oh, you're quite frothy, aren't you, Judi?
Why not?
Went off in my hand. I'll put it in a glass. You're a dame.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's quite... Yes, that looks quite strong.
Rather healthy.
Yeah, do you want a bit? OK.
Why not? Shall we pass it on?
Anybody else want
yes,
some?
Please.
Oh, Matthew's in. Oh, he wants a bit of Judi. All right, bit of Judi for Matthew there.
Judi.
There you... Oh, you got a chaser.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you like bourbon?
Quite good. What?
You like bourbon?
Bourbon?
Yes.
No.
You don't. Then I'll just cheers you with it.
Any more for any more?
Yeah, I have one.
OK, lovely, lovely. Okay. You're going down really well, Judi.
It's good, isn't it?
The jokes just write themselves.
Julian Clary.
It's not bad.
Right.
Not
orange.
bad. I'm not
Yes?
putting that on the poster, Judi. Dame Judi Quench, not bad. Now, Jennifer Hudson's here. You're an Oscar winner, working with Dame Judi Dench, Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber, all of this. And yet I heard you on Carpool Karaoke talking about that you worked in Burger King, but you would sing in Burger King.
Yeah.
But, like, what would you sing? Just any old song, or...
May I take your order? Welcome to Burger King.
Yes.
Good.
They must miss you. You must be salesman of the year.
Thank you. It was a mic at the drive-thru, and I thought I needed to sing on it. So,
Yes.
Because you would hear the beep, beep when they would pull up. That was my opportunity right there. So I sang them down and took orders. Yes, I did.
There's a microphone, I'm singing. And now, Matthew McConaughey, are you now Professor Matthew McConaughey?
I'm a professor at the University of Texas.
You really are, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, you actually... It's not an
Profess.
honour, like, you show up and do it.
Yeah. Started a class there.
What do you profess?
I profess. It's called script to screen. It's how the journey a script takes to get to screen. So they get to see the science behind the magic about how a movie's made.
Wow. You see, you've been explaining that for 2 days on this press junket, and I still don't understand.
Which part? Any of it. So, like, in one semester, and we did it with The Gentleman, our film, right?
Yeah.
The original script, which was 80 pages, we gave to this class, okay?
Yeah.
Then we showed them the next script, which was a month.
Oh, how it
later.
develops.
How it develops.
Okay, I see.
Then the
Yeah,
next,
yeah,
in
yeah,
chronological
yeah,
order,
yeah,
then
yeah.
we showed them the shooting script, then we showed them the first assembly, then they see the final movie and they go, that's very different than what we saw at the beginning. How did that happen? That's another way to skin a cat, another way to make a movie.
I tell you, we know you're good at it because, and this would really terrify you if you were a professor. You are. There's a website called ratemyprofessor.com.
How am I doing?
So well. Yeah, really. Look at 5, quality 5, best class ever. He really knows his stuff. You've got to work for him. Great class. Here's another one. Amazing professor, but I feel he'd be great at acting. Oh, thank you. And here's another one. This person. Can you read that on the?
Get your pen and paper ready. All right, all right.
You just failed them. Go back and fail them. Very good. Now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we've got... these films couldn't be more different. So we're going to start with the much-anticipated big-screen adaptation of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats. It's out on the 20th of December. And before we talk about it, here's an exclusive glimpse of what to expect.
Cats, cats, come out tonight. Magical cats, come one, come all. The mystical moon is shining bright. Cats, come to the jellicle ball. Come, we're about to begin.
Let's dance!
Tonight, I choose the cat that deserves another life.
Good evening, all.
Quite obviously the best. Finally, we can be who we've always dreamed of being.
Sing.
And obviously, Jennifer and Judi, you're in it, but a great cast. We saw them there. Taylor Swift's in it, Ian McKellen, Rebel Wilson, Idris Elba, and you play Old Deuteronomy. And I'm right that normally that's been played by a man. Is that in the original?
Yes, Brian Blessed.
Okay.
Very beautifully.
But they didn't need to change it, did they?
Well, I suppose it doesn't change the idea that this is some old kind of clapped-out old cat who keeps everybody in order. But the thing is that with the CGI, you know, you're wearing green leotard and spots all over you, and I thought I knew the kind of cat I was. I've had cats all my life. But when I saw myself, I suddenly realised I turned into this cat I had of my own called Carpet once, who was a huge kind of orange bruiser. That's what I turned into.
And Jennifer Hudson, who are you?
Grisabella, the glamour cat.
Oh, yes. And of course, you get the big number.
Yes.
Memory.
Memory.
And I whispered at you backstage, but when she does Memory, how amazing is that?
It's
just
fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's just fantastic. And I just wondered, in terms of, because the Tom Hooper thing, you sing live.
Yes.
Is that right? Right. So doing it, because when you see the film, I mean, you're so emotional singing that song. You're just raw and wrecked. And yet you are hitting all those beautiful notes. How hard is that?
That was challenging, you know, because sometimes I sometimes say, do you want me to cry or you want me to sing? Because I couldn't do both at the same time. So I had to find a balance to be able to sing and give you the song, but bear the emotion too.
Yeah.
You know, which could be challenging.
But you are just a great big sobby mess by the end. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
You do have form, because Dreamgirls, I am telling you, is another one of those numbers. Was that harder than this, or is this harder than that?
Well, see, with Dreamgirls, it was pre-recorded. With Cats, I sang the song live with the emotion and all like 30 times. So every time it was more draining from the tears. Like singing the song, like I could do this all over again. But the emotion, that drains you, you know? So
But it must have been amazing for the rest of you on set to hear Jennifer sing that song
And
live.
weren't you going off to do something?
The Oscars, yes.
And she was...
I remember her saying, she was like, and darling, you have to go all the way to the Academy Awards.
You have to
after
go
that.
all
And I
the
was
way
like,
to the Academy Awards. Don't do that so much. But she didn't. She just didn't, you know, she doesn't save herself in any way.
Yeah. But then, in a sort of twist of fate, you could not write this. 38 years ago, you were cast as Grisabella in the original show.
Yeah.
I think we've got a picture. This was you as Grisabella all those years ago. And so tell us, I mean, I think a lot of people know the story, but tell us what happened.
I was playing Grisabella and the Gumby Cat, and we went to Pussycat School with Gillian Lynn for months, and then we were coming up to the first night, and we were, I think, 3 weeks or a month away, and I was tap dancing with a lot of cockroaches in Wayne's Sleep, and I heard a gunshot. Anyone who's had this happen will know. You hear a gunshot wound, bang, go off, and you snap your Achilles tendon. Oh. And that's what happened. And then I was going to still play Grisabella, because Trevor said to me, it's all right, it doesn't matter if she's, you know, hobbling and is in plaster and everything. And so we moved to the New London Theatre, and I fell off the stage. And I got up and went and got myself a taxi and went home.
And to hospital where you had a visitor. There.
I did.
There's Andrew Webber, and he brought you a stuffed cat, because he was very on point. Now, Grant, you knew Angelo Webber when he was even younger than that, didn't you?
I knew his mum.
Yes.
His mum taught me the piano for a week, and then I resigned.
Oh.
Yeah. When I was a child, I don't know why.
Oh, I thought it was an ongoing thing. You just...
I wish. I'd be, you know, a great composer of musicals by now. No, I don't like it. There's something creepy about her place. She made me sit on telephone directories. I was a very tiny child. But nevertheless, so many of them. I was up near the ceiling. Down there.
Now, in
I
life...
only played piano for a week as well.
Is that right?
Oh.
Yeah, but for a different reason I had to quit.
Drugs.
No. Whatever, 11 years old and 10, I had piano lessons, and I really didn't like them. So, but my mom said, you got to go in the other room and play piano. And the problem she told me was that she would start to hear that, oh, play with both hands in there, Matthew. Because I was only playing with one hand, because the other hand I was playing with myself. That's how good I was. So my piano career lasted a week as well.
Okay. Yours wasn't as creepy as that, you, right?
That was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Now, in life, I think we agree, in life, we are either, I think, dog people or cat people. And I think, Judi, you are very much a cat person.
Yes, I am a cat person.
Yes.
Well, yes, and during the war in York, I was brought up with 17 cats and two brothers.
17?
And I've always had a cat until about a year ago.
Oh, now all bye-bye.
Ah, that's very, very kind.
Would someone not get Judi a kitten for Christmas?
No, please don't. Please don't.
And then, Jennifer, you've got a hairless one.
A Sphinx.
I think we've got a picture of you, and there it is.
That's McCavity, the hairless one, and then that's Grisabella on the other side of it.
Now, very, very cute. That's hard to love.
But he's so affectionate and loving. That's why he's there.
I mean, don't be aloof if you look like that.
He's so cute. I said he's so ugly, he's cute.
Did you get them because of the movie?
Well, yes. I told Tom Hooper when I was on the set, I said, I'm going to get a cat, name it McCavity, and then I'm going to get another cat and name it Grisabella. And so that's McCavity and Grisabella.
Oh, okay. And now, Matthew McConaughey, I would say dog person.
I have both.
Oh, you've both? You
many dogs and cats.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, just roaming around, or kind of...
Roaming around.
Do they know you're their owner?
They do.
Oh, that's good.
No, but sometimes it's good with I like both. Sometimes it's nice because cats are so independent.
Right.
You don't have to do the things with them, and they come up and they're affectionate and they're just kind of easy. They like their own time. I like my own time. Dogs, you know, need more affection, need more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, you, Grant, you like cats.
Up to a point. On the whole, I adore them. But I don't like it when they suddenly jump on you, yawn, catto meat in your face, then turn around and show you their arsehole. I find that objectionable.
That's love.
But we did have a cat growing up. It was a very strange situation because it came to possess my mother like an evil spirit. It started with, my mum used to do funny voices for all animals. If we passed a sheep, she had a funny voice for a sheep and a pig, etc. And then the cat arrived, and she started doing this cat voice, but it really took her over, and it was a horrible, horrible person. My mother was a lovely woman, church-going, Christian, philanthropist, rather proper, and the cat would say, "Fucking feed me, you bitch." Sometimes we'd say, Mum, you said that. She'd say, "No, darling, I promise you I have no control over the cat." It's a very odd situation.
I feel like I'm beginning to know him so much better.
So that is Cat, so that's out next Friday. But our second film tonight, a very different beast. It's called The Gentleman. It's out on New Year's Day. This is the latest Brit gangster movie from Guy Ritchie. And so, although it is a British film, an American lead in the story, Matthew. So how does that happen? Who are you? Why are you here?
Mickey, I come to England to sell England to the English, basically. A marijuana kingpin. I have a multi-million-dollar, $100 million business, and I'm trying to retire elegantly, but all the misanthropes around me won't let that happen, so things have to get quite ugly.
And who are you?
I'm a slime ball. I'm a private investigator working for a tabloid newspaper, which, of course, is witty casting. I couldn't really resist it.
Can you tell us anything about the plot? Because it's one of those plots where it's very twisty-turny, everyone kind of betrays everyone else.
It's not really worth it, Graham. It's not stock or snatch,
yes,
but better, because we're in it.
Yes.
That's on the poster. Yeah. I'll tell you what, let's watch a taste of The Gentleman. Here we go.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Now, I can't be specific about the heroes and zeros, but our protagonist is a hungry animal.
I would like you to consider an offer.
I am not for sale. Our antagonist explodes on the scene like a millennial firework and has indirectly started a war.
If you smell smoke, it's because there's a fire. So you're going to have to stamp that out quickly.
His name was Fahak. It was spelled with a PA, so it sounds like Fahak.
Please!
Kanda Fahak.
Please! Well, it's really warming up now, isn't it?
There's only one rule in this jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
Whoa! You, Grant, you've gone full Meryl Streep on this. I mean, it's...
We're very similar actors.
No, but it's the most kind of transformed I think we've ever seen you, is it?
Well, I think I'm an extraordinarily diverse actor anyway. But it's true that it's a pretty much 180 degrees from 4 weddings and a funeral. Yeah.
And the voice, is it based on a specific person, or...?
No, not really. It's just, you know... estuary kind of. This is creepy. Doing the Hacked Off campaign, I got to know some really sleazy South London private detectives who worked for News of the World and things like that. And over the years, they've gradually come over to our side. I've got a crazy friend in the campaign who just keeps bringing them to my birthday party. So there I'm having a nice birthday party. September. And he says, "Oh, and I'd like you to meet Glenn. He hacked your phone for a year." And I go, "Oh, hi Glenn." And then last time we did it, he said, "And here is, this is Big Ray Knobs. He burgled your flat." And I say, "Oh, come in, make yourself at home. I think you know where everything is." But anyway, so they're now mates, and I was able to use them a bit for, you know, research.
Yes. Yeah. And being kind of amongst all the British actors, did you come up with kind of Britishisms? Did you learn phrases you didn't know before, Matthew?
Oh, quite a few. Look, if you're going to work on a Guy Ritchie film, he's really sort of defining a new vernacular, a whole new language, kind of writing a new Webster's dictionary almost in the film. But there's the one that you, Rich, use so eloquently in so many forms, is the old
Jeremy Long.
The Jeremy who?
Jeremy Hunt.
Jeremy Hunt. Jeremy Hunt, you throw it around in just wonderful ways. At the beginning of the sentence, middle, afterwards, later, next time, before, everywhere. And it's a term of endearment 95% of the time.
That's what they tell you. We tell foreigners that. Here's the thing. On set, Hugh Grant, who was it who knew about the connection between you and Guy Ritchie and your dads?
You're quite cat-like.
Yes, well, I was catching.
We've known this forever, that his dad and my dad fought together in Malaya in the 1950s. And when we did a film before, Man from U.N.C.L.E., and we had this picture of them standing there looking quite butch, with another guy, the third officer in the same regiment, who turned out to be the grandfather of someone else working on The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And we thought it was all so charming, we then recreated the picture. We got the costume department to drop everything they were doing for the film and recreate this picture to please our parents with.
So this is the original. That's the original. That's your dad in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And that's Guy Ritchie's
That's John
dad.
Ritchie, yeah.
And then this is the grandfather
Of one of the production assistants. I've forgotten his name, of course, just Crew.
Yeah, and then... the crew's grandfather.
Yes.
And then who's he? Nobody.
It's Stooge.
He's just, yeah. And then here's the recreation. You really did go to a lot of trouble. There's you as your dad, Guy, the person. And we don't know who that, still don't know who that is. No.
Another Stooge.
Another Stooge. And does your dad's still around? So does he remember this picture?
I thought he would be delighted with it. He couldn't have taken less interest in this. But you never know with that. You never know what he's going to like.
But he likes your work, he sees your work.
Yes, he does. And he loved Paddington 2. I took him to the premiere at Leicester Square. He sat chuckling away. And then halfway through, he turned to me and said, very good. Is that a real bear? I mean, OK, he's 91, but for God's sake, Dad, he's talking, you know. No, it's not a real bear. And then when I did the Jeremy Thorpe thing for the BBC...
Oh, yes, yeah.
I always go around to see him on Sunday nights. And I went round one Sunday night, and he said, now, wait a minute. Isn't your Buggers film on tonight? I said, no, we don't call it that. It's called a Very English Scandal. He said, well, I want to watch it. And he said, I've got a television on the top floor. If you tell me how to turn it on, we'll watch it together. So we went up and dusted off this TV and put it on, and I thought, it's not going to be Dad's cup of tea, you know, ex-soldier. And he did very well until the scene when I went in with the towel and the jar of Vaseline. And then he said, I think I might go to bed now.
I'm very tired. Very good. Listen, it's time to meet our next guest. He's a 4-time Grammy Award-winning singer with 60 million records sold worldwide. Always a pleasure to welcome Mr. Michael Bublé!
Good to see you. How are you? Thank you guys.
There you go, sir.
Welcoming me so nicely.
Lovely to see you. How are you?
It's good, thank you. Nice to see you too.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, again, because I went to see Michael in concert the other day. Yeah, I did.
Oh.
It was so good. I saw your film as well. It was very good.
It was nice too because I could see you. There was a point where I was singing, and I looked back, and all I saw you had, I think, a glass of wine in one hand.
Of course I did. Yeah.
And I saw it very clearly, and the other, you were doing this. Hey! And you were dancing, and I thought, yes, he's into it. He's into it.
I was. I loved it. Now, you've worked with Jennifer, haven't you?
Yes. I was on her special,
Yeah.
and we've met up at different functions and things. Yeah.
Yep.
And have you met Dame Judi Dench before?
No.
We have now.
Hi.
Yes.
It's nice to meet you.
Now, I don't know, does Matthew know that he plays a special part in your life?
No, probably not.
Please, I play a special part in your life.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear this.
Still?
Well, I mean, my wife and I sleep with you almost every night.
Yes.
Yes. And every night there's an app called Calm. And I have insomnia. And he has the most beautiful voice. And I turn it on, and I just hear, well, hello, everybody. It's me, Matthew McConaughey. I'm going to tell you a bedtime story. And I just do this, oh. But honest to God, truth about it is my wife, who's from Argentina, she always goes like, you have the man talking again. The man is talking in the bed again, Mike. It's great, though. I love this. It cost me $80. It was well worth it. I'll have you.
No, we've got a little bit, because I just thought it was you reading stories, but you are actually putting people to bed. This is Matthew McConaughey on the app.
But tonight, I hope to send you off to peaceful dreams with that very thing in mind. So let your eyes close and your breath fall soft and slow as we begin our story, which just might rekindle that sense of wonder.
Oh, yeah. Wake up, wake up. It's hard to keep going.
The story is actually really interesting.
It's a good story, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very cool, yeah.
Now, of course, it is nearly Christmas time, and like, it's like you own Christmas, Michael Bublé.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, because because your Christmas album came out, what, 9 years ago? 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Like, I know you're not interested in these, but like, Michael Bublé's Christmas album has been the #1 album in Australia every year since it came out. Wow. Like, that's popular.
It's weird, no?
Wow.
Yeah. I think, Graham, you know me, so I don't love talking about it. Because I generally like the holidays so much that I never want to feel like I'm pushing something.
Well, talking of Christmas, Jennifer Hudson, you love Christmas.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Now, you've got a picture here. This is your aforementioned cats and dogs enjoying your tree.
Their family photo.
Still looking at the spawn of the devil over here.
Who's in the back?
Yeah.
That's Grammy. Because I got 3 dogs too, yes, Oscar, Grammy, and Dreamgirl. So they represents that era, and then the cats.
That's clever.
Get it?
But when you decorate your house, I mean, it takes days and days.
Yeah.
How many days?
Well, it gets done like the week of Thanksgiving. And so the same people who do the O'Hare Airport, that's my Christmas lights. And it literally lights up the whole block, and I get best Christmas lights every year.
Do you ever get a plane landing in your garden?
Maybe next year. Don't give me no idea. But,
it's a sled. And now, Michael, you were telling you're not that interested in talking about your album, you're not interested in your chart position.
The record company will just love this.
No, but you leave it to other people. Like, even your music videos, you're in them, but then you don't check them.
No, I don't want to know the results of anything. I have like a rule in my life. If you work with me, if you work for me, I think it's important to have integrity in your work and do what you do. But at the end, once it's done, I can't control if the people like it, love it, where it charts, how many things it sells. I don't want to know. Because if it's shitty, well, that sucks. But ignorance is bliss.
But didn't they sent was it your last video they wanted you to check? And you went,
oh, yeah, the video for this. I had a single called Love You Anymore. And so I went out to this beach in Malibu, and I shot a beautiful, there was a beautiful model who did it with me. And I didn't want to look at it, because I don't look at stuff. And so I came home to my wife, and I said, hey, babe, can you just look at this and just tell me if there's places I don't look good, or I look fat, or whatever, like, you know. And so she looked at it, and then, this is true, too. This is not making this up. She looked at the video, and she looked at me, and she said, who is the bitch in the video, Mike? And I said, babe, you know, you're an actress. My wife's an actress. And she has love scenes all the time with these good-looking guys. And I said, I was just on the beach with this girl, and I did nothing. Maybe we held hands in the video. And she said, well, because Mike, she made you smile, no? She said, she made you smile so good because I know your real smile and I know your fake-ass red carpet smile.
So it's a good video. It's a great video. Now, here's the thing. You're here now, but you're coming back in the summer.
Yes.
To do so they're outdoor gigs, but they're in places. They're beautiful places.
Well, yeah, when I came back after I'd been gone for a while on hiatus, long hiatus. The first show I played was Croke Park, which was, it's beautiful. Croke Park's beautiful. Outside there was, I don't know how many people, 70,000 people.
Was that your first gig back, Croke Park?
Yeah, it was my first. I said to my manager, can you just let me ease back in? I was thinking Ronnie Scott's, maybe a club. And there were 70,000 people.
Wow.
But I love the outdoor thing. I think it's really romantic for the people to come and bring some wine, have a little picnic basket, and you know what I mean? Listen to
Have you spent summer here before?
I know. So yeah, that's what I want to do. It's going to be all these
blankets
and all these. Yeah. It's not that bad. I'm from Vancouver.
Oh, yeah, of course, yes. That's
It's the same.
Yeah,
It's the same.
Equally
thing.
terrible. Yeah. The thing is, so Michael's here now. Michael will be back in the summer. But what? Rainy day in February, you're thinking, I wish I could spend some time with Michael Bublé. Well, now there is an opportunity. Because with great celebrity come great honours, particularly a wax figure. Now, Judi, are you a wax figure?
Yes.
I could have put you out of your misery and told you are, because we've got a picture. This is... Actually, this is
no,
good.
please don't show it.
Oh, it's
Wow.
Yeah. It's better than Daniel looks like a sulky Russian. He doesn't... he doesn't... So good. Now, Matthew, you have one. I'm not sure if your family would recogniise you. It's not terrible, but it's not great. This is... I don't know where this is. Okay, it's terrible. It's terrible.
When and what was that time? I can do that again.
It looks like a tribute act. Yeah. Now, weirdly, Christmas, do you know this? Christmas unites waxy you and waxy me.
I thought I'd been melted down.
Well, I think I've been melted down as well.
Oh.
But when we both existed,
Yes.
This was Madame Tussauds' nativity. Just beside Samuel L. Jackson, there's you. Look, I'm loving you. I'm loving you. Look at your sheep.
Who's baby Jesus?
I don't know who baby Jesus is, but I like...
man.
Even your wax figure looks embarrassed.
It looks more animated than some of my performances.
Stop that. But now, the latest person to get a waxwork is Michael Bublé. And you haven't seen this, have you?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
So it's here. It's in the studio.
This is so creepy for me.
Well, it was
weird but beautiful.
It was creepy this afternoon when I saw it, because it is good. It is
Is it good?
It is good.
Okay.
Okay, so Michael Bublé is going to meet his Michael Doublé. So Madame Tussauds have brought it here tonight, which is very kind of them. And you're going to so look forward. Don't look over. So
Okay.
look forward, and I'll lead you over here.
Okay. I'm not looking. I don't want to ruin it
so
for myself.
don't ruin it for yourself. Don't ruin it for yourself. Okay.
Oh, is he there already?
Yeah, he's here. He's here. He's lurking.
Oh,
He's lurking.
God. Does it really look anything like me?
It does look like it. Okay, here we go. So here we go. Michael Bublé, meet Michael Bublé. Here we go. Here we go. Have a look. Have a look.
Wow.
He's there. He's there.
He's anatomically correct.
Oh, lovely.
He has no ass.
It's weird though, because it's not like looking in a mirror, because that's what people see.
This is wow, those eyes look so much like me.
Yeah. It's like they wanted it to look like you. Yeah.
That is so
They
creepy.
wanted it to look like you much more than the people who made mine wanted it to look like me.
Come over here. Oh, Michael Bublé! Beautiful. Michael Bublé. It's good, isn't it? It's good. Wow. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Right, it's time for music. For 20 years, this homegrown band has created chart-topping hits and become one of the biggest music acts in the world. Here to perform Everyday Life from their new album, it's Coldplay!
Yes.
The mighty Coldplay, everybody! How beautiful was that? Come on over, Chris. Here he comes. Seriously. Come over and tell everybody. Do you know who you are? It's Mark. Matthew McConaughey, go to Hudson, Dench, Michael Bublé. There you go. Have a seat. Come up. There's room for all. Room for all.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. That is from the album of the same name, Everyday Life.
Great record.
It is a really good record.
Great record.
It's great. And it's interesting because I was playing it and it's a proper album.
Yeah, unlike all our others, yeah.
Well, no, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not just a collection of songs. They kind of, you've got interesting, quirky things in between.
Yeah, recipes and...
Yeah, that sort of stuff, yeah.
Dance moves.
Top tips and
Top
things.
tips.
Yeah. And is it this year or next year that's going to be 20 years?
Since we got together.
Yeah.
Next year, since our first album came out.
20
Yeah.
years. I mean, that's off to you. You know, you're 20 years ago, I think this is your first ever photo shoot, and bear in mind, this is the photograph they approved. There were worse pictures from this photo shoot.
Yeah.
There they are. It seems unlikely that they would be global superstars, but
Yeah.
there they are. Like, what's wrong with you?
At that time, we were only really eating pasties and Mars milk you get from the service station, yeah?
Oh, that kind of chocolatey milk.
Yeah, and that's all we would eat, and we thought, we're going to look great, there's no problem. And we didn't really have anyone to tell us what to wear.
Well, there wasn't a stylist.
Yeah. We paid this guy £8,000, he never saw him again. Had to do it
Please tell
ourselves.
me that isn't true.
No, it's not true.
Okay.
And,
And we look at Coldplay now, and you're kind of, you know, gods, and you tour the world and everything. And you're sitting beside Hugh Grant.
yeah, Hugh.
And I know you're a fan.
I'm a giant fan of Hugh.
No, likewise.
You want to see my tattoo?
Have you got a Hugh Grant?
No, I haven't.
No, but didn't you send him fan mail?
I sent him fan mail as a 40-year-old man.
So recently?
Yeah, recently, yeah.
Not so much since the restraining order, but...
It was really nice of you.
No,
You
'cause
did.
every
I was
time-
very flattered.
Thank you, but every time I've met Hugh, he's very grumpy. And he's like, yeah, whatever, rock star, fuck off. and then starts flirting with your other half. And so... So about 2 years, it was after a very British scandal. I thought, you know what, I'm going to tell Hugh that I think he's wonderful. Because I've loved his work ever since he started 45 years ago. No, but I really have. And after British scandal and Paddington 2, I just thought, I think I just wrote, hey, I love you.
It was very nice.
That's sweet.
It was very, very kind.
And he replied, and it was very gracious.
Oh, that's all good.
Yeah.
Should we leave this now?
I don't come out of this too bad.
No, it's all good.
I'm crap on music. That's why I've been... You know, I've only got 2 records. One of them's Godspell. And the other one is the Band of the Grenadier Guards.
Good album.
It's my sex tape.
You'd have to give him an album. Well, we're thrilled that you played for us tonight. It was a gorgeous performance, a lovely song.
Thank you, man.
Good luck with the album. Chris Martin and Coldplay! That is nearly it, but before we go, just time for a visit to the big red chair. Who's there? Hello!
Hi!
She's done. No. She's wearing a Christmas jumper. What's your name?
Holly.
Holly. No, are you a Christmas baby?
No, I'm a summer baby, actually.
A summer baby, and your parents someone with Holly. Okay. Where do you live, Holly?
Putney.
Putney.
Yeah.
Putney. Holly from Putney.
Yeah.
And what's your story? Off you go.
So it's kind of a two-parter. So I was running for the school bus, and I ran into a car and realised that it was actually Hugh Grant driving. And then...
She ran into the car.
Yeah,
not
I
the
did.
other way
I'm
around.
sorry.
You didn't hit her.
He was driving the school bus?
No, he was driving a car.
I actually said school bus.
Yeah,
No, she was running for the school bus.
It's not a very clear story.
And then about 10 years later, I was walking back from work through Chelsea, and I was just playing on my phone as standard, and walked into someone and looked up, and it was Hugh Grant again. And he was there with Liz Hurley, and I was just like, oh my God. And so yeah, I'm sorry, I just keep running into you.
That's all right. There was no story. She's bumped into you twice. But you never hurt her, you didn't hit her in a car. You're good. You came out of that story very well.
Could have gone anywhere.
You came out of it very well. Should we try one more? Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hair looks fine. Your hair looks fine. You're good. What's your name?
My name's Lisette.
And what do you do, Lisette?
I'm a part-time estate agent.
A part-time estate agent?
Yes,
Okay.
very part-time.
Yeah. Whereabouts do you not sell houses?
In Dorking.
Dorking. Lovely.
Yes.
So if you're part-time house hunting, then she's your woman. Off you go with the story.
So, I had to take my mother to the optician because she'd the arm from her glasses had fallen off.
Oh dear.
And she's an attractive elderly French lady, but she's been here for decades, but she doesn't always understand all the nuances and English expressions. Anyway, there we are, sitting in the waiting room, and there's a bit of a delay, so she's chatting with the lady next to her, who asked her, well, what have you come in for? And my mother said, oh, well, look, don't worry about me. I'm not going to be very long. I've just come for a little screw. And so at this point, the door opens, and out comes this elderly, white-haired optician, and he's sort of sauntering along in front of us, sort of shuffling along. And the woman starts laughing next to her and leans in and says, oh, I don't think you'll get one here, love.
Yeah, you can walk. Come on. It's nearly Christmas. It's nearly Christmas. You can walk. Well done. That is all we've got time for tonight. If you'd like to have a go in that way, show yourself and tell your story, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Please say a huge thank you to all of my guests tonight. Chris Martin and Coldplay! Michael Bublé! Hugh Grant! Matthew McConaughey! Jennifer Hudson! And Dame Judi Dench! Join me next week with pop star Robbie Williams, Gavin and Stacey's Ruth Jones and Rob Brydon, actor Henry Cavill, and from Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, Daisy Ridley and John Boyega. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye!